Ready? Okay. Wait. Good. Let's go. Boy. Nope, let's go. Good boy. Come on, Gary. Good job. Good boy. So when you're walking him, his shoulder should be in line with your knee. He shouldn't be pulling out forward. If he's lagging a little bit behind, that's okay, but he shouldn't be like really far back. If he is lagging behind, you can use a little bit of leash pressure and encouragement to get him to speed up and walk with you. But the biggest thing is that he's not, you know, walking way out in front and pulling you. Good boy. So like this is ideal right here. And then when you stop, you'll tell him wait, and then he should sit next to you until you tell him to continue walking. Wait. No, Gary. Let's go. Good. Wait. Yes, good boy. So there, I told him wait, and he tried to kind of swing out and sit in front of me, but with wait, he should be stopping where you are stopping, next to you. So I just used the leash, used some leash pressure to get him back next to me, reminded him to wait again, and then rewarded him for being here next to me. Now, when I tell him wait as well, he's not allowed to continue forward until I tell him that we're gonna continue forward. So at that point, now I'll tell him let's go and start walking again. Let's go. Good boy. Gary, let's go. Let's go. Good boy. So when you're walking with him, when you stop and tell him wait, he doesn't have to sit next to you. The biggest thing is that he's not continuing forward. He has to stop. Wait. Good boy. Good. And if he offers to sit, you can reward that. That's fine. The biggest thing is that he's just not continuing forward. And then when you're ready to start walking again, you'll just tell him, let's go, and start. Gary, let's go. Good boy, buddy. Good. And if he's walking next to you nicely, you can reward him by telling him good boy, just to give him that duration marker and encouragement. And you can also reward him with food. Gary. Yes, good boy. Hey, good. So if you're rewarding him with food for being here where he's supposed to be, he's gonna continue to do that with you. Gary, let's go. Good. Good boy. Good job, buddy. And if he starts to pull on leash, you can give him a leash correction backwards. No, let's go. Good. To get him to move further back into position next to you. Or you can also make a turn. Let's go. Good boy. Let's go. Good. To get him to scoot back as well. Good boy. Come on. Let's go. Good boy. So there, he just started to lag a little bit, so I just tapped my leg and told him let's go. Got a little bit excited just to build some encouragement and speed into his heel. Wait. Good boy. Yes, good job. Good job, buddy. Okay. Gary, sit. No, sit. Good boy. So if you tell him to sit and he doesn't sit, you can use leash pressure just by lifting straight up. Once his butt hits the ground, make sure that you release that pressure because that is the answer to get it to go away. Wait. So now I'm going to tell him wait and walk away, and he has to stay there until I release him. Now if he chooses to lay down after I've put him in a sit, that's okay. I will allow that, but once he's down, he must remain down. Good boy. Good, so I'm just gonna come back and reward him for staying. Good boy, but I'm not gonna free him. Wait. Good boy. And then to release him when you're ready, you're simply just gonna come back and you're gonna tell him, okay, free. And that means now he's allowed to get up. Gary, sit. No, sit. Good boy. Wait. boy. You're standing on your leash, buddy. Good boy. So even if I pick up the leash off the ground, I haven't given him the release word yet, so he has to stay sitting. Now he's being good. Okay, free. And then I'll free him. Gary, down. No. Down. No. Gary, down. No. Gary, down. Good boy. Yes, good boy. So there I told him down, and he did not go down, so I just used leash pressure towards the ground to get him to go. No, Gary, down. So again, I'm going to use that leash pressure. Down. And I'm going to keep that pressure constant. Good boy. Until his body goes onto the ground. Now, when you say the command, you want to say it once, and if he doesn't do it, then you want to make it happen though. You don't want to just say, Gary, down, he doesn't down, and then that's it. You're like, well, never mind, like that sort of thing. So you want to make sure, no, Gary, down. Gary, down. Good. So you want to make sure that they actually do it. What you don't want to do is you don't want to say, Gary, down, 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 Gary, down, because then the dog isn't paying attention and they're not listening to what we're saying. So you just want to make sure you say it once and then make it happen, and you can use that leash pressure. Now once he's down, now I'm going to tell him, okay, free, and now he can get up. Gary, okay, free. Okay, free. Good. Okay, free. Good boy. Okay, free. Gary, ready? Go get it. Good boy. So when you call him, you want to make sure that you say his name first and then come. And you want to mark as soon as he turns to come and is committed to coming to you. Gary, come. No. Good boy. Yes, good job. So there I just said no because he hadn't turned, but then as soon as I said no, he turned to come. I mark yes, and then he gets a reward when he comes to me. Now once you call him, he has to stay with you until you release him again. And so you can reward him for staying with you. No, Gary. Good. Yes, good boy. And he doesn't have to sit, he just has to stay with you. Good. So I'm going to reward him a couple times here just for staying with. Good boy. Okay, free. And then I'll tell him, okay, free, and he's allowed to kind of go about. Gary, come. Yes, good boy. And he's not always super quick with his recall. That's just his personality. He kind of goes at his own pace. So you want to make sure too that you're not, correcting him if he's just going a little bit slow, because like right now he's very tired. So it wouldn't be fair to correct him if he's just kind of like, okay, I'm coming to you. You really only want to correct him if he's not coming to you at all. And that's when you'll say no and then use the e-collar just by tapping, and you'll repeat that command, Gary, come, no, tap, 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 Gary, come, until he turns and is committed to you. And then you stop that tapping, tell him, yes, good boy, and get really excited and encourage him to come to you. Okay, free. Good boy. And even if he comes and he wants to check in without you calling him, like you can pet him, you can, reward him and stuff, because we want him to know that coming to us even on his own terms is a good thing. Okay, free. Go, Gary, go get it. Gary, come. Yes, good boy. Good job, buddy. And sometimes too, like I will back up to encourage them to come to me with a little bit more pep in their step. Good boy. Good job. Okay, free. Gary, place. Yes, good boy. So when you tell him place, he has to get on there and have all 4 feet on. He doesn't have to get on the place bed and immediately sit or lay down. He just needs to have all 4 feet within the boundary. Good boy. And then when he chooses to get in a more comfortable position, I'll just tell him good boy, so he knows that that's an ideal position. Good job, buddy. Now, even if I'm walking past him, he can't get off until I do two things. The first is I'm gonna come over and I'm just gonna tap him right on the head, and then I'm gonna tell him, okay, free, and that means he's allowed to get off. Gary, okay, free. And some dogs don't wanna get off right away, so what you can do is you can just grab him by the collar or grab him by the leash and then just encourage them. Gary, okay, free. Good boy, buddy. Super. Gary, place. Good. And you want to make sure too that when you're releasing him off the place bed, he's in a stable position, so he shouldn't be barking, whining, trying to push the boundary of getting off before you release him. You want to make sure that he's nice and calm, because calm is what's going to get him that reward that he wants of being free. Good boy. Okay, free. Good job.